on some real shit though, I gotta say, before we got into this, I gotta put niggas on real quick. There is a show that I'm going to put niggas on that I really highly think niggas should watch. And I never do this before, but I just found out about this show literally like last week, or no, like 3 days ago. It's on Apple TV, but y'all know y'all can go find that shit somewhere else. That shit. But there's a show called Pluribus, and I'm gonna be honest, this might be my new favorite show of all time. No cap. Maybe not of all time, but it's definitely probably gonna be one of my favorite shows this year. And the reason why is because I love the concept so much that I'm surprised nobody has ever did this yet. I'm surprised nobody has never did this yet, while I'm clearly saving all these shows here. I mean, these trailers here, my bad. Hold on, do that shit real quick. Is there anybody else that dropped that I need to see other than Mr. Ken Carson and whatchamacallit? I don't think there is. But look, how do you spell it? Hold on, I'll just put it on here. Cause I honestly, oh my, did I spell it wrong? Oh, I did. It's Pluribus. It's Pluribus. It's Pluribus. I have to say this, like, no cap, cause I watched this episode and I really thought it was gonna be a trash show. But then I finished the first episode and watched the second episode, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit had me thinking, bruh. This shit had me think, because high key, if I was in this situation, what would I actually do is like, you know what I mean? This on your list to watch because it has the same characters as Breaking Bad. Oh yeah, also because that, I also wanted to say that it did, apparently, it wasn't the show itself, but I did get spoiled for Breaking Bad. Like, I'm talking about, there was a lot of spoilers. I did not know this was even tied to Breaking Bad, other than the fact that the same niggas that wrote, written this show, also wrote this. But this show doesn't really have anything that I would have known. But if y'all know me, y'all know, like, when I watch a show, I automatically go to my good friends at Rockstar to get a more deeper inside of the shows that I watch. And let's just say that man was out here going crazy on that shit. And I done, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even really his fault for real, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you didn't know it was tied, but it's the same creators and directors. It's not tied directly, but there's like, I think they said this is like, within the same, it could be within the same universe. And there's a lot of Easter eggs to Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Because I think they said there's like some characters from Better Call Saul that's in this show. And obviously they have some like, because this is set, well, most of the show is set in New Mexico. Which I believe that's where Breaking Bad is at, right? I know I haven't watched it, but most of the show is set in New Mexico. Yeah, it's in Albuquerque. So most of the show is set in New Mexico area, around Albuquerque type shit. And there was a bunch of other shit like People's Jackets and all that shit. And my dumbass went to go watch new rock stars, because I normally do that anytime I watch a show. But then I got hit with the, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I got hit with a lot of spoilers. Not enough to really like be like, I don't want to watch the show anymore. But it's just more so the fact of like, yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish I didn't know that could have been a surprise. Hopefully by the time we actually start watching Breaking Bad, I will forget. Because usually I end up forgetting anyway. So hopefully by that time I forget. But I do know some things already that I wish I didn't do. But nevertheless, this show is still fire because I'm not gonna lie. The concept of this show is so fire that it's crazy how I never even thought about this, but dead ass, just quick synopsis because it's not going to spoil the story or anything. But basically, this is like an apocalyptic, not even really I wouldn't say it's an alien takeover, but it's not even really an alien takeover. It's because they're not really aliens. But apparently, it's like 11 niggas. Or not 11 niggas. Well, there's 11 niggas, right? That I guess okay, so let me say this. It's niggas that got taken over by some type of, we don't even know, right? And basically everybody in the world shares one mind. You can say it's probably an alien, but not really. We don't know yet. But everybody's taken over by, it's like one hive mind. They're basically all acting independently from each other. I mean, all acting dependently on each other. Except for like 11 niggas. Apparently something about them is special. So in the whole world, so there's like 11 niggas, I guess from every continent, I'm assuming, right? And it's like, everybody else is everybody else in the world are basically slaves towards these people, right? Basically, I guess. And I was thinking like, if I'm one of the 11 niggas that are not affected by this, and they do everything, and mind you, they share the same consciousness. So like a 11, like let's say like a baby that is alive right now in this timeline literally can fly a plane or like perform open heart surgery or cook like the finest foods and shit. Which is crazy, but it's like, bro, that's kind of fire though, because like everybody knows everything at this point. It's a crazy concept, and we don't even know if it's like an alien or whatever. But I will say there's 11 niggas that it doesn't affect, right? Because apparently it's like something in the shits or whatever. Not trying to spoil too much, but basically it's just like, you know, niggas getting ran over. So I was gonna ask high key, like, not even ask, but I was thinking like, what would I do if I was one of the 11 people that didn't get affected? I live like, you know what I'm saying, and nobody else in America, right? Nobody else in America is affected, or everybody else in America is affected but me. And they can literally, and mind you, this, like, in this show is crazy because like everybody shares one consciousness, so everybody knows how to do everything. And I think they share this, I don't know if they share like, you know, other things type shit, but let's just say if I like, because they want to help, right? I guess let's just say, what if, like, you know what I'm saying, what if a nigga want to get freaky time? Because literally, first things first, I'm not gonna lie, first things first, I'm going to literally, no cap, I'm getting all the money in the world. Even though money doesn't mean anything at this point, I'm gonna go to the bank and they're gonna give me all the money I want. I'm gonna have a nigga fly me a jet type shit, you know what I'm saying, or something. I'm gonna start traveling the world. I'm gonna start traveling the fucking world, nigga, on a jet, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have all the finest clothes, shit, you know what I'm saying? But I will say though, would I get freaky? Because I don't know if they share, like, you know what I'm saying? Because what if I want to get, you know what I'm saying? What if a nigga want to get freaky? Would that be wrong though? Now that I think about it, wait, hold on. Wait. Would that be wrong though? Because technically they're not themselves, right? So if you trying to get freaky with somebody, even though they all share one mind, I still feel like that would be kind of wrong though. Even though they already taken over by this, whatever this shit is taking over them and type shit. But I'm like, let's just say, right? Because their whole thing is to love and shit, right? And maybe they want, because they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they want that to happen, right? And let's just so happen to just say, like, you know, a very beautiful young woman that's part of that, you know what I'm saying? or my, you know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Would that be wrong if I, you know what I'm saying? Like now that I think about it, I might be a horrible person. I might be a horrible person. I just thought about that.